Hey guys, it's Mark B, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Stay tuned to see how I achieve this Birds of Paradise look using my 613 frontal wig. Today we're going to be using Kenra color, which is going to be a 10 SM, which is a silver metallic, from roots to mid shaft. And then I'm going to do my colors on the end to create this beautiful Birds of Paradise look. When I color my wigs from roots, I usually start around the hairline first to make sure that I get an even and smooth coverage, to make sure that it looks really natural around the hairline. And because my client is fair skinned, I definitely want to make sure that it looks as natural around her hairline as possible. So I'm going around the hairline, so you can just follow along and see what I do in order to achieve my color. So I'm going to part my hair in the middle, and I'm going to section it off because it just makes it easier to control. And I'm going to start on the left side, and I'm going to work my way all the way up back to the middle, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Now I'm just going to do the same thing to the opposite side, and then I'm going to section off the back and do the same thing in the back as well. I've colored my wig from root to mid shaft, and then I sectioned it off, and I just watercolored the tips of the hair to be the color that I wanted them to be. I've created my ball cap on my client, and I'm just cutting the excess lace away. After that, I'm going to use a dark shade around the lace line to kind of hide that lace, or what we call shadow it, so that it doesn't show underneath the lace wig. And then I'm using a shade that's about 3 shades darker than her, and then I'm going to go in with my shade that is her skin complexion to blend it out and to make it look like scalp underneath the wig. Using 99% rubbing alcohol, I'm going to clean all of the excess oil and makeup off of that ball cap line so that I get a smooth and flawless application of my adhesive. Taking my lace glue, I'm going to use small dots around that lace line of that ball cap, and I'm just going to melt that cap into her skin. So I'm going to use small dots because I don't want too much, and I'm going to smooth that out with the end of my rat tail comb. And like I said, I'm going to really smooth that and melt that into the skin so that I get a flawless lace application. The lace that I'm using today is a transparent lace, and my client is fair skinned, but I do want to tint my lace just to make it a little bit more natural looking. So I'm just spraying my tint onto my lace very lightly, not to make sure it's not too dark. And then I'm going to go in with a blow dryer and blow it dry before I glue the wig down. Now it's time for my adhesive application. Please make sure that whatever lace glue that you decide to use or whatever lace system you decide to use, that you follow the instructions completely. Some will have you to use 2 or 3 layers, some may have you to use less, some may have you to use more. So make sure that you read the instructions for the particular type of lace system that you're going to use. This one requires me to use 3 layers. So I'm using, again, small dots right in front of that ball cap line, and I'm just smoothing it out with the end of my rat tail comb to get a really nice, smooth, clean application of the glue. Now that my adhesive is applied, I'm going to get ready to apply the lace wig. So I'm fitting the wig to my client's head, and then I'm going to go and cut the ear tabs so that the hair can be worn or pulled behind the ear. Once I cut the ear tabs on both sides, I can use my comb to smooth the lace into the adhesive to make sure that there's a nice, smooth, melted application. Guys, I just have to give a shout out to my makeup artist, Miss Charlene Dunlap, because she did a flawless job on my client's makeup. She created this beautiful Birds of Paradise look. And if you guys need any classes or tutorials, or if you just want to get your makeup done, please look her up. She is Charlene Dunlap on Facebook and Instagram. I'm using my comb to smooth my wig or the lace into the adhesive to make sure that there's a strong hold and to make sure that the lace is melted into the skin. And I know you hear me use this term melted quite often, but it really just gives a nice, smooth, flawless application, and it means that the lace just kind of melts into the skin so that you don't really see a lace line or a harsh line on her skin. I'm using an eyebrow razor to cut away the excess lace, and then I'm going to use the end of it to press it into the skin to make sure that I get a strong hold. Now that I've cut all the lace away, I'm going to use an elastic band to tie around her hairline to really press the lace into the adhesive. One, to make sure that there's a really strong hold, especially when I'm getting ready to style. And number two, I'm doing it to truly melt that lace into the skin. Again, we want to make sure that it looks natural. We don't want a harsh wig line or a harsh lace line. So really the tension on it just melts that lace into the skin. I'm using my wax stick to go around her hairline with a hot comb to smooth it out and to make it look as natural and as smooth as possible. And we want it flat. So be mindful of how much you use, because you don't want it to be too stiff and too waxy, but you need enough to make sure that the hair is smoothed back nicely and that there's a clean, flat application. Now I'm getting ready to style my client's hair. I've actually cut a few layers in it just to give it a little volume and a little body. And I'm getting ready to curl using a 1 1/4 inch curling iron. And I'm just gonna go around the whole head and curl like I would normally do. And I'm actually gonna get ready to post a tutorial on how I curl hair. I know a lot of clients have been asking, well, how do I get big voluminous curls? Or how do I get big barrel curls? So I'm gonna do a tutorial on how to curl hair so you can take that and try to find your own niche to curling or styling your hair. The colors came out great. I parted the hair in the middle and I colored or watercolored it red, orange, and yellow on one side, and then green, blue, and violet on the other. So in the middle, you can see the cool tones on one side, the warm tones on the other, but I decided to do a side part for this tutorial. But the colors blend amazing and they're so vibrant. I use Kiss colors, so please check out Kiss. They have very pigmented and vibrant colors. So yeah, that's what I used. So try them out. Now that I've curled the whole head, I'm going to use a wide tooth comb to comb against how I curled it, just to create a little volume and a little movement in the hair. I did not do baby hair for this look. The hairline actually looked so natural and so good, so I really didn't even need to do any baby hair. And plus, with my client being fair skin and the root being a gray or silver, I decided not to do it because I don't think it would show up that well anyway. But this is the completed look and it looks amazing. The colors look great. It's a fun, flirty style. But definitely continue to follow us on social media and comment, like, and subscribe, and look for more tutorials and more videos from Press Natural Hair Spa. Here's the completed look. I hope you had as much fun watching as I did completing this look. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe for our newest videos, and stay tuned for what we have in store. Bye.